Yo, man, what up? We live and direct. Y'all know where we at, man. We live and direct at the studio. You know where we be at, First Stop Studios. And that's what we've been saying, First Stop Studios. Shout out to Talk of the Topic tonight. We about to get it popping with some more live and direct content. I got my boy El Reezy.
So my guy,
Man,
man.
nothing much, and you know, I'm ScootyD. So we about to get into it tonight. I hope everybody had a good New Year, and man, we fresh off the New Year 2023, and we about to get right into the new things that's going on in 2024 with this good positive energy tonight, so we can get y'all back on this good content. Yeah, what's going on with my guy?
Man, what's happening, man? Happy 24 to you, man.
24,
Yeah,
bro. We
we
made
made it.
it,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
First
saying?
thing in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't make it, bro.
Man,
A lot of
it's a
people don't
blessing.
make it.
It's a blessing. But I had a couple that I wanted to run past you right quick to open this thing up real fast, right?
Okay, talk to me.
All right, so we're gonna get deep. We're not gonna hit them with the we're gonna hit them with the sports later,
Yeah.
and let's get to something for the ladies.
Okay.
You know, what could be for the fellas too, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna run in. So what I wanted to what I want to know is tell me how you feel about this. When do you feel is a good time to get married?
Uh,
First thing come to mind.
I think when you got yourself established.
Bingo. Okay.
You know what
I
I
ain't
mean?
mad at that one.
Yeah.
That sound about right.
Yeah, you gotta have you together. You can't go into no situation and you don't got you together.
Right.
Because there's gonna be a whole lot of unexpected shit going on.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna make it
It's
a
not
good
gonna make it
situation.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be bad, bro.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with that. All right, now another one I got for you that is a hot topic
Okay.
that I think everybody wants to know the answer to this one.
Talk to me.
Okay, so how important is sex in a relationship?
I think it's very important. I mean, especially, you know, after you come into a situation where y'all kind of like was on that,
Yeah,
and then sometimes situations don't work. The opposite can take that away from you,
yeah.
and then it causes a lot of friction.
Mm.
And I think it's very important because it comes with communication, though.
I mean, yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
agree with
saying?
that. Yeah,
So you don't want to be like, why? Or you going through somebody's phone looking for something,
yeah,
and and you be like, because you ain't you know because you stopped messing with me, or you ain't gave me this or that. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a lot of more of just that communication more. That's hell yeah, that shit is important.
okay, I got you. Okay, well let's move it along a little bit. How important is money in a relationship?
I don't think money is really that important, as long as you know that you could be consistent with helping out and providing for what you and your spouse can have together.
Right,
It's not about taking them down through there, right?
right, right.
It's about making sure that you can still front your own bill.
Yeah,
What if you got to walk away from a situation that you can't come back from?
right.
At least you better have you together for the most part.
Huh.
So I think money is important when you're talking about making sure that you occupying the things that you can be able to make sure that you good on, and then you can also help your partner with.
I agree with that. All right, now check me out on this one.
Okay.
Does it bother you if your partner makes more money than you?
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm supportive and encouraging because that motivates me to do better. Because I'm not gonna ever make it about the money, knowing that she's already established in her career for what she went to school for,
Mm-hmm.
and that don't even got nothing to do with what I got going on.
Yeah.
So her making more money than me ain't really no issue. It's about me making the money I need to make with myself. So I don't stay broke. You know what
I'm
I'm
trying
saying?
to have myself together too, huh?
And
Yeah.
she could walk away and leave you tomorrow.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
be your ass like Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez and J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? He was here real quick.
Right.
So if you Alex Rodriguez and she leave you for Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
at least you still good.
Yeah, you still yeah. All right, that's big because I think a lot of males don't want to admit to it,
Yeah.
but I think that it does bother
Yeah.
some males, some type of masculinity thing. I guess I don't know. It don't bother me.
Nah.
You know, what I'm saying at the end of the day, because I don't have one stream of income,
Right.
so I can't say
Right.
that you know
Right.
one thing is gonna hurt me or bother me from being able to do whatever it is that I'm doing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I mean, shout out to y'all who getting money, and shout out to y'all who need to start getting some motherfucking money. Because the problem with it is it's gonna. You know, my personal opinion is until you get your finances together, it's always gonna be an argument.
Facts, and that's why you gotta go get you some good credit, and then stop messing with the people that 4 and 5 kids and got problems.
Right.
Because now they shit ain't even together.
Yeah.
So I think it's all about making sure you stay together. Bro, it's 2024, and I'm not saying you can't help and support people.
Yeah.
But then it's like you gotta look at what situation that's gonna put you in.
Yeah.
And how it might affect you, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want bad planning to be immediate emergencies based on lack of responsibility. That's what I'm trying to say.
At the end of the day,
At the end of the day,
yeah. All right, now tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
And this was another topic that had came up that was ran across me, and it had to do with a lot of the fake boss type of stuff that's going on that people are portraying. I understand that women want to be a boss. I have all respect and I salute to any of the women bosses that are out there. What is getting lost in the sauce is exchanging a sexual favor and using that as leverage as making you a boss, or acting like you could put that on your Indeed.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So my next question is, do women need to try to put something else out there besides trying to sell sexual favors? Because you're not the CEO of sexual favors.
Right. Right.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, you can get so far now, bro, but like I got a daughter. I mean, I got my niece here tonight, so like I think for women like who provide that type of service to get what they want, that shit don't last, bro, because it come with education to keep it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
but I think, not to cut you off, but I think that a lot of it got to do with is what new trendy thing I could go throw on the gram right quick while I'm hot.
Well, when I look on there, I'll be disappointed to see half of the women on there naked though, because I think they more valued than that. But I think because sex sells in a way that everybody want to be a part of something where they could say, ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like having all that in one to say that I did that, right?
Right.
But then it don't go back to nothing if it ain't about no integrity, right?
Right.
Because like at the end of the day, no matter how big her booty is, bro, and no matter how much money you getting, that shit not gonna never be right anyway.
Okay, and then I'm gonna also throw this in here because I don't want nobody to feel like we just bashing on anybody, but women especially. But I want y'all to also know that these freaky bums that y'all be supporting too, I'm not feeling that shit either. And when I say freaky bums, I'm speaking on the male part. Right. But it's a lot of freaky bums who is how you want to say it.
They throwing their rocks and hiding their hand.
Right.
That's what they do.
They do it.
They act like they didn't do it.
They did it though. Yeah.
And then it becomes a more of a disappointment situation only because who she thought he was. Yeah. And that's why it be like, well, you was
constant problems.
Yeah. He was a hell of a freaky bum. Yeah. You see, he turns you out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, girl. He told your girlfriends. Yeah. They had them want to think about what he was like. Right. Until you find out he wasn't what you thought he was. Right.
Yeah. You didn't paint in the picture that's not what it really is. Yeah.
There's some good women out there, bro. So a lot of good women out there. So a lot of good men out there. Yeah. So I think once you
just be real with yourself. Yeah. Stop trying to pretend to be somebody just for likes and attention. Yeah. That's what we need. In 2024, let's get back to being real with yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing a lot of women saying, I'm just trying to do something for myself right now, or self-motivate themselves or whatever. Right. And I feel males should do the same thing. Don't get disappointed or sad or mad because something didn't work out with you and whoever. Yeah. Get back to you. Put yourself first. Y'all see what happened to Jaheim. Right. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Yeah. That's the point. So yeah, self-love is the best love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like at the end of the day, like the biggest thing is like what I learned though about situations. If you never loved yourself, you can never accept who don't love you. Right, right, right. And that'd be the biggest thing, though. Okay. Because you looking for explanation why they don't love you. Well, I mean, shit. Listen, shit don't work out. It don't work out. People grow apart. Yeah. Things change every time. So I don't take it personal when the situations be whatever it is. Yeah. For males, I think the statistic is for every man is 6 to 8 women. Yeah. Right. So you can find you somebody out there. She might not be the prettiest. She might not be the smartest. Yeah. She might not be the thickest. Whatever the case may be. But you don't have to lay by yourself every night. Yeah. Number one. Right. Number two, women, stop suggesting yourself as soon as you decide that your relationship didn't work out or whatever, you want to decide that you want to mess with the same sex.
Yeah.
And use those people who really be wanting to be with you.
Yeah.
But you using them to cover those lonely nights.
Right.
Like
and you gotta stop doing that.
You gotta stop because you playing with people's emotions.
Yeah. So just
you know
be real.
Just be real.
Find you somebody.
You was having some fun.
Yeah.
Let the people know you were just trying to have some fun, but you're really trying to find you somebody.
Buddy.
Just keep it a buck.
Because I mean, shit, it's cold in the motherfucker out there.
Them streets.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's cold in them streets. Yeah, it's cold in them sheets.
Hey man, find you somebody that's real, man.
Right. All right, so that was a good rundown, right? Okay, so let's get into the sports right quick.
Thanks.
You let me know how you feel, and the first thing that come to mind, Lamar Jackson MVP.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, enough with Lamar Jackson, bro. He you got to look at all the teams that didn't want to give him that money.
Yeah,
bro.
Passed on him.
And I'm not saying that he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet, but he a generation.
I mean, he's been an MVP already.
Right, and he's competing, and he takes that team. And he go ball. Every year they don't even got the same players, bro. And he elevate his game with whoever's around him. And he make those dudes better.
Right. Yeah, I respect
even
that.
Look what he got. I mean, Odell
Beckham Jr. OB Jack.
He back. It's like, he went to the Rams, didn't play a little bit last year. Now he back on shit, man. Now he looking good out there. Man, I love it. Shout out to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And Jim Harbaugh, you know what I mean? He a hell of a coach. You know what I mean? So I think Lamar Jackson, he's
on a well-built team top to bottom.
Yeah, and his talent is showing
through that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, when you're talking about MVP, he's up there, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay, how about Tyreek Hill? How you feel about Tyreek Hill when he comes to mind?
The cheetah, I love the cheetah. The cheetah solid, fast, and he lets you know what he gonna do when it's about to happen. So I respect the gangster. I just think a lot of that, it's like, over in Miami, bro, it's like I think they only can go so far depending on healthy, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of usage for Tyreek Hill has to be monetized to be able to keep him fresh.
Right.
And that is what I think. But other than that, I mean, the cheetah go.
Yeah.
I mean, the best receiver in the game. My opinion, I don't know who better than him. I think it's him, then Debo, and a few other cats, Justin Jefferson in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Diggs. I like some dudes out there. T. Higgins, and like, man, there's some dudes out there, some boys out there that play that position well, though.
Right. Okay. All right, moving along. Let's get into them Raiders, because I know we got a lot of Raiders fans coming up out I know they in Vegas, but we got a lot of Raiders fans coming up out the Bay.
Yeah, shout out to the Lost Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Antonio Pierce for the Raiders, or another big name coach like Jim Harbaugh. Which way would you lean?
I'm going with both, but Antonio Pierce proved that he can motivate the guys. He a player's coach. And I think in the sports game, bro, you need a player's coach. You need somebody that understands the situation.
We definitely seen that with the other boy who was in there. Mike McDaniels. Josh McDaniels. Yeah. Josh McDaniels. We seen nobody feeling him.
He was all by himself.
Right. And he was an early exit.
Yeah. Okay. So I think when you get a dude that's like you, that's for everybody, the shit gonna flow easy. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't got no ego about him being a head coach. Yeah. He want to win like he just a player out there competing on the field. Right. So I respect the grind, the hustle. A lot of these dudes get in position with the money and power, and they forget who they are as far as like changes that they want to make and be needed. Yeah. And then it's not about you as the coach. It's about you being that guy to help put those players in position.
Yeah. Well, everybody they not doing it. Well, what pisses me off is when I hear a lot of people, as soon as they get to talking about the players' ambitions and goals, it's tied in with how much money they make. As soon as they start losing, they throw a helmet or a mouthpiece or whatever. It turns into they're not professional anymore. And this, that, and the other. I want you goofy motherfuckers to understand that these people have been working their whole life
to get where they want
to get to where they trying to go. Just like you work at that piece of shit job that you at, and you sitting there hoping and begging somebody give you a raise or a bonus or a position that's higher than that low budget position that you probably been working for the last 20 years.
Be nice.
You get what I'm saying? Put yourself in position where you understand that you working hard, you trying to be seen. These people have to do something every practice. If you don't, you see what happened to Allen Iverson, right? Mm-hmm. He said something about practice, and it turned into the meme of a lifetime, right? Practice, yeah, right. Then you got the guys who just sat up here who are on the practice squad or the end of the 53 roster or the end of
they don't get no money.
They don't get no money.
They busting their ass.
They busting their ass. The Cam just told you, out of 53-man roster, anybody 42 and back don't dress. Yeah. Then you have the practice players, and then you have the practice squad players, and then you have the rest of the people who are on the team. The only people who are getting paid on the team are the names that you know. Facts. The rest of the people that are on the team,
that's on the team.
Then they say something like, "Oh, okay, well he makes $1 million." Right. I don't know what y'all tripping off of. $1 million is a lot of money.
Right.
Not when you have a whole family that you got to pay.
Right.
Your agent, who is just like Uncle Sam when it comes to taking his deduction out before you get your check.
Right.
Then the other things that need to be taken care of just for day-to-day life. You get what I'm trying to say?
100 mil ain't 100 mil.
100 mil is not 100 mil. So. No. So when people get I just want to put that out there. Stop looking at what this person cares about in their life or what their goal is to succeed at the sport or whatever it is, job that they trying to do or whatever the case may be, and then you look at how much they make and how much that's how much that person is valued as a person.
Right. And the thing about it though, it's a lot of work coming in that goes into these people that's individual, that's high rise athletes, from baseball to hockey to football to basketball. Right. Bro, anybody that we watch that people know of that's good is because they put a lot of work
into that shit. That's what I'm saying.
So you can't discredit a person or an individual because they're
not a superstar, but they still a star, or they just a player on the team.
Right, or even they had a bad season with all these expectations. I understand that we all can underperform and underachieve, right?
Right.
But don't base it off the money that you think I don't deserve with the work I put in.
Right. That's the point. Yeah,
and I get what you're saying. Yeah. Because, like, what you gonna say, well, Brown ain't worked what he been putting in work for over these last years? No, he's worked that, bro. At 39, at a high-level basketball player, he's still competing like he a 20-year-old.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, so you can't tell me what I'm not worth. And then, look, to piggyback on what you're talking about, look what happened with Russell Wilson.
Right.
They don't even think he's playing well enough to the point where they want to give him his full amount of money.
Right, yeah. They want to take the injury clause out so they can cut him.
Right. So why did you sign him then? Because if you wasn't happy with the way that he was performing, you should have got rid of him early in the season.
Well, what pissed me off about this, and I'm going to hit on it right quick, is because what they did was they just tried to trade the whole team. And nobody looked at that when the trade deadline just hit. They tried to trade everybody on the damn team but him. But then turned around, and once nobody wanted any of them players, they didn't want to give them what they wanted for those players. Right. Then it turned into now it's a Russell Wilson problem.
Right.
And I'm like, listen.
Russ got a Super Bowl, and I think once you talk about, you know what I'm saying, they make, it's like, they make it seem like he's washed.
And that Russell Wilson could go to the Raiders right now
and go turn
him into a playoff team.
Russ, go to the Raiders, bro.
Go to the Raiders or something.
And go beat the shit out of Sean Payton.
Yeah.
On Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Facts.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Okay, so we're gonna spin into basketball right quick. I got a quick question.
Right.
Okay. And this was alarming because nobody's talking about it. So I know you heard about it.
What's up?
Okay. Zion.
Yeah.
Williams.
Right.
Lost all guarantees to his $197 million contract, and they try to blame it on the little his mishap with his women's his personal life. Tell me what you think about it.
I think Zion got it's like a little kid.
He's 5 years in there.
Yeah, he's 5 years in, right? It's like, how much more can you take from a person, bro, if they just don't? I'm not saying he don't care. But, bro, we paying you a lot of money to be at a high level to take care of this shit on the court, right? I can't keep telling you over and over what to expect and you not performing, right? Yeah. So the best way I got to show you that I mean business, I got to let you know that you ain't getting this bread. So
when I did that, bro, and he's still out of shape.
Right, and that's the thing. So, therefore, it's a humbling experience for him to be able to identify his self-issues, before he can even worry
Get
about
to the next level.
get to the next level.
Okay.
Because he got issues that he ain't really talking about, and it's not helping him perform on the court with all that talent coming out of Duke, coming from South Carolina, coming from a 2-parent household, mama and daddy raising you right.
Yeah.
Like you trying to be out there so fast. And you ain't
doing nothing.
You ain't even doing nothing, but
Right.
it's also you've been sheltered though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can see that.
You can see that he been sheltered.
Like capping on his haircut and how he be dressed and shit. And they like, well, you do that. Listen, I hate how as black people we feel like that it's fun, or even you other motherfuckers who do weird shit. That it's the funny thing to do is to put somebody down who might be going through something.
Right.
We don't know what mental state this boy in to whereas he eating everything that he can put a fork in.
We don't know what he
we don't know. You get what I'm trying to say? Like everybody support him.
Right.
Support him.
Right.
I blame this on the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Because how you got a $197 million contract in front of this boy and y'all can't get him in the facility where it's mandatory for him to work out. Right. It's mandatory for him to eat. Right. We need you at tip top shape. Matter of fact, we got you a chef and a nutritionist.
Right. But you know the scary thing about it? If they let him go and he go do it somewhere else and he can still go get that money. He still
But this is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
We have it set up for you to whereas
you can be successful here.
You can be successful here, bro.
But we not supporting
you.
Like
Is the point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I mean, you go home and go eat whatever you want to eat. But what I'm trying to say is we got somebody. This is an investment.
Mm-hmm.
You are an investment.
Mm-hmm.
You the face of our franchise.
Facts.
We are going. It's not about taking the money away from it.
Right.
It's about finding out what's going on.
What's the issue?
And let's try to come together and fix this shit. Stop talking at him and talk with him.
Right.
You feel me?
And everybody think because you make a lot of money in a professional setting, you don't have issues.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing, mental health is the number the number one thing that'll get you out of here.
Exactly.
And I think the issues that he got has to just come from him letting things go based on the things that he has not gotten over with. And I think once whatever those issues is that he deal with and just let it go, he'll be back to Zion.
Yeah. We ain't taking shots at you, Zion. Shout out to Zion. I hope he figured this shit out. He a young talent. Yeah. He could damn near be the face of the NBA. Is the reason why I be bringing up these topics about Zion, and he needs to lose a little weight. We all need to lose a little weight or gain a little weight or whatever the hell we need to do. But the point, I'm going to get to skip on to RJ Barrett and for OG Anunoby.
That's great. It's great.
So do you feel like the Knicks gave up on RJ, or do you feel like RJ needed a fresh start, or Tom Thibodeau? You know, tell me.
I think when I look at hoop, Toronto needed scoring.
Yeah.
They needed someone that can go get it. He from Canada, it work out. Right. You get Emmanuel quickly over in the trade. You got two hogs, young dudes that can go get buckets. Yeah. And I think the Knicks already had that established. Yeah. There wasn't enough balls for them, right? Right. So then you go get OG.
Pause. Huh? Wasn't enough balls.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. Enough basketball.
Basketball.
It wasn't enough basketball.
No basketball. No basketballs for the point.
Yeah, so make sure we get that straight, right? Right. So, it wasn't like they couldn't just really do their thing. So I think it was more like of just finding out what team can help each other. Yeah. I think the Knicks needed defensive because you got Jalen Brunson, Julius Randolph making $200 million. They gotta have the ball in their hands. And them young dudes still want to go get theirs too. Right. But then I think if you balance it out, you send OG to the Knicks, RJ over there to the RJ and Emmanuel to the Raptors, and now it works out. It's a better flow. Right. And they played pretty well tonight.
Okay. Moving right along, what you think about Dame and Giannis?
I think they're gonna be all right. I think you calling it Shaq and Kobe is too early from what people have been talking about. But it can be Shaq and Kobe, right? Yeah. But it comes down to defensive, like the mechanisms of just playing great defense.
Yeah, chemistry. Yeah. It's just chemistry. They need a little time to get it together. Right. I was saying Shaq and Kobe just based off of all of that talent.
No, they got
a lot of goddamn talent between those two. Yeah. They damn near unstoppable with the 1-2 punch.
But you know what? And I agree. I think when I look at those two players, they got to get through Boston.
Yeah, Boston hard, but we just seen the Warriors smack them with nobody.
Yeah,
And
but
Stephen Curry whooped that ass by himself.
right. What I'm
Literally.
no,
Me and my son to the game.
no, and Steph's great.
Yeah.
But I think when you talking about a 7-game series,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a slugfest, and I think that's gonna determine.
Yeah, I agree with that. We got to see what the coaching and all that, what they can come up with the adjustments.
I think you putting Dame in that environment,
right?
Where he gonna eat that shit up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think you put him back in position
to
just go be a killer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, he a shark in the water. He couldn't do nothing. It's like a shark laying on the sand. He dead.
Right. Okay. Well, that's facts. Well, my two things I wanted to point out. For me, I felt what bothers me about Jason Tatum is a great player.
Right.
He's a great player, but he's not. He's a star. He's a superstar, but he's not a top echelon superstar like he should be. I think that right now he should be number 1 in the league.
Yeah.
But he's more comfortable with being a 2-3. What it looked like to me. And
why you say that?
And Jaylen Brown also too. Like for him to get $300 and something million, be the highest paid player in the league, and he's not even the best player on his own team and can't dribble with his left hand. Yeah. That kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because you have to be. I understand the money thing, but I also understand working on your game.
Yeah.
And I see you kind of turn into Wiggins a little bit for the Warriors. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I see him go in a float mode.
So you think when players get money, they get comfortable?
No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying he doesn't have that consistent dominance that I think that you should have to be considered that kind of player. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think he got dominance. I just think it's just, I think it's a lot of pressure because the money is a big factor, but it's also got to go back to like I got to get you your bread. Mm-hmm. Dub got to get his money.
Yeah,
I got to at least try and get my average, and we still got to go out there and try and win these games and still be competitive. So I think it's like not trying to overlap or step on
each toes. Yeah, I agree with that, but I think that they've been playing together long enough to have a better understanding of what we doing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you need to sit down with your coach or whatever. The coach not that good either. Yeah. You can see it.
Masoud not good?
He get out-coached all the time.
Yeah.
They got talent. You can tell. You can see the talent is there. Yeah. The talent is there. It's not him. Right. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not hating on you, bro. I mean, I'll just call a play every now and again. Yeah. Call a timeout every now and again. Because it looked like them boys out there literally trying to figure it out.
So when you talented in those positions as a coach and you coaching those type of players, do you feel like you need to be able to discipline players where they can make sure they can still be coached at that level and be accountable?
I wouldn't say discipline. I would say more like what you just said.
Coach
and accountable. Yeah. You know, these grown ass men. I ain't about to go have you stand in a corner nigga make more money than me. Right. I'm the coach. Right. You get what I'm trying to say? We just gotta have an understanding we going to work. Yeah. When every time, you know, like they try to use cliches like we going to war and all that, blah, blah, blah. But niggas playing basketball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna play hard or you're not.
Shout out to my big bro Scott. You know, Fremont High basketball coach, and I get this all the time from him, right? Mm-hmm. Man, listen, if you ain't playing hard, sit your show business ass down. Oh, God. You show business. Yeah. Like, you out here bullshitting.
Man, this for the crowd.
Yeah, like, you got to sit down. Yeah. And I think as if I was a coach NBA player, I would get fired.
Yeah, because you don't talk some shit.
I'm going to tell you, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I guess you didn't come to play tonight, huh?
Yeah, nigga, fuck the money, nigga. What about the performance?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I just think it's a lot of accountability where these dudes they got to stop being like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think you got to be thankful that you are able to be able to play at that high level. Yeah. So really compete, though. Yeah. That's all.
Okay, let's swing it along. Okay. Ice Cube, the first black owner of his own league, NBA seems to be hating.
Yeah, because part of that is just the race factor of him not overtaking the NBA of what it could be for him with the 3-on-3, right?
3-on-3, yeah.
Man, that shit could be just like that for him, and they don't want it to be like that because they don't want to seem like they got to give up revenue to him and his own sports league where he got the same amount of players who came through their league. That's how I take it. Yeah. And I think it's kind of fucked up because you got to look at the situation that he's extending opportunities for people to be able to still play outside of the game that they still love after they retire. Right. Still get a few dollars, still compete, Fans still know who you are. So I think it's a great thing, though, bro. And I just think, with the NBA being the way that it is, they not going to always want to support somebody that's on the same hype as them.
Yeah.
Whether it's big or small, unless it's their own entity. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I understand that because they got the G Leagues and everything. So I think the biggest thing about that is just, if you're an NBA player, bro, and you retired, keep fucking with Cube, man. I think that's the biggest thing that you could do as far as being somebody that still love the game and support that 3-on-3 basketball when it come down in the summertime, man. NBA or no NBA, we got 3-on-3 with Cube. Yes, sir. We back at it, man. Talking the topic, man, as we continue our journey on to success in this great podcast tonight. Yeah, what's up with it, bro? What else we talking about tonight,
man?
Let's give it to the people, man, so they can keep tuning in to this great shit.
Okay, so I also wanted to hit on something that nobody is talking about right quick.
What's that?
And it's the state of food and snacks in America. Okay, and I want
unhealthy food and snacks in America.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay, so that's a big issue that nobody's talking about. And most of the food and snacks that we are eating in the United States are illegal in other countries,
right?
Based on the ingredients that are being put in these different quick meals or snacks, chips,
right?
Ketchup, whatever, basic things that you would use every day that you don't think is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's affecting us.
Right. So basically, what's going on is they're putting. They're using cheaper products to make the same foods that you've been eating. So if you look at some of the foods that you're eating and look at the back of the label previous till now, they're changing the ingredients that are inside of these different soft drinks and different snacks that you might have had before because they still need to turn a profit. So they're cutting costs to still stay afloat.
Like the dope game.
Basically.
That's how the dope game used to be. When back in the day, if you were short, you had to cut it up.
Had to cut it up, water it down.
Yeah. So I
Step on it is what it's called.
There you go. And I think it's more so putting, I don't like it because it's putting people in harm's way as far as health.
Yeah, that's why we bring awareness.
Yeah, as far as the health safety issues, as far as concerns that we feed our kids, the obesity that we have in America.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of big kids, and I be like, damn, he young to be that big. That's because of the shit that we be eating in the stores.
Yeah, right.
And then you see more and more liquor stores who, kind of like promote the shit for profit and cost as well.
Exactly.
And I think we got to be mindful. As people, different nationalities, races of all ethnics.
That's what we put in our body.
And we put in our body.
Yeah, and a healthy choice.
You're right. And exercising, bro, because we not getting no younger, right?
Yeah, right.
And then as we continue to get older, if we don't take care of these things because of the things that you talking about for us, the food, we'll die.
Yeah, at a young age, early. Or some type of disease or something that, health disease, sugar diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever, whatever it is.
Right. And a lot of stuff come from, I look at certain things I see on TV as far as, a lot of foods and things that got parasites, bugs and shit. So it make you think damn, bro, I don't even want to eat certain things of that.
Or eat from certain places.
Certain places. Bro, y'all not clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my auntie because, she don't eat after everybody. And she told me that her and my mom and my grandma was like, bro, you got to make sure motherfuckers washing their hands. Oh, bro.
That's the key fact.
Dang, wash their hands, bro.
I tell so many people that, and that, maybe you want to call me a germaphobe or whatever you want to call it or whatever, but people don't realize what was they pushing the whole COVID-19 pandemic.
Niggas, cleanliness. Niggas, everybody had they masks, they wipes, they 409, they disinfectant, bro.
Right.
Come on, keep that shit going.
Right.
Don't change
Don't change it because they say,
because we ain't because we not in that state right now.
Yeah.
But still, you still got to be clean because you should want to be clean.
Right.
And and that's what I'm saying. Go back to who you date.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How they live.
Yeah.
And the things that you would want to be a part of, or you don't feel like that's a part of you.
Yeah.
And part of that has to do with the food we eat.
Yeah.
The restaurants we go to, and who clean and what. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Because you know who you are as the person.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
like you
right.
standing on real business when it come to you.
Right.
I can't fail me when it comes to the other shit that don't matter to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially if it's not healthy, right?
Right. Yeah.
So no, I got you, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit real.
You guys pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You guys gotta pay attention to that kind of stuff because people are not paying attention to that kind of stuff. The little things that are being overlooked are the things that need to be looked at.
Right.
Cleanliness means wash your hands, wash your ass, wash your face, brush your teeth.
Right.
Get your breath together. A lot of people nowadays are not taking
hygiene.
Your hygiene is so far off, and you're wondering why that certain woman or that certain man that you want to talk to, and you done did all this stuff. You done put on all your name brand expensive shit that you could come up with, right?
And you never took a shower.
And you never washed your ass.
And so they seen that.
Wash your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in the shower. And then wash that uchi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta clean that too though.
Yeah.
Like as a woman,
males as well.
Like we gotta clean that shit though.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we stay clean.
Right.
Like if you really want to get close to God, you gotta stay clean.
Right there you go. If you want to be accepted, you need to take care of yourself.
They say cleanliness.
Yeah.
Is the next thing to godliness.
Yeah.
So that's like something that we should all
need to take care. Yeah. Take serious. How about that? We'll just say take your cleanliness serious. What else you got for us, bro?
Well, a lot of shit been going on in different situations. And, I talk to different people at jobs about relationships and things like that. What you think about certain relationships, right? As far as like where communication and factor goes and love and trust. What's your biggest thing on those certain things and when you meet certain individuals?
I think a lot of people, like I said, you're meeting folks' representation instead of actually meeting who you are talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So you can keep up the front for so long, and then people start figuring each other out, especially if you start living with somebody or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And that's how you kill most relationships. Because somebody who's been living by themselves for a while or whatever the case may be is used to having things a certain kind of way.
Right.
And then once you come in changing things up, they accommodate you for a while, and then it turns into the situation that'll turn funky fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think it's an infatuation in the beginning for both sides, and it's a lust thing in the beginning for both sides, and then it turns into getting serious. Some people, they stay down. Most people don't. Kids will definitely change whatever the fuck you thought you had for that person.
Facts.
Because
Facts.
Everybody has a certain way they want to handle whatever.
Right.
And the kids will make sure to be prioritized
in that situation.
In that type of situation.
So as an adult, is it better to like prioritize your emotional well-being to be able to control who you are as a person rather than having to deal with the bullshit of another person? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, as far as
I hear what you're saying, but I think for the most part, I think what goes on is somebody feels like they're lifting more weight than the other person. And so it turns into somebody is always at home, or somebody's always at work, or somebody always got the kids the majority of the time, or somebody don't have the kids.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Somebody dropped the kids off at this time, somebody picked the kids up at that time. You get what I'm trying to say? So I think that as long as the communication is there and the other person doesn't feel like they, because most of the time it's the dude that's fucking up, right? When it comes to that shit.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
We be fucking up.
I'm just saying that the accountability that dudes don't realize how much freedom that they have
to
right?
go
do certain
things.
Shit. You get what I'm saying? And the woman has the kids the majority of the time, even in a relationship. If y'all not together anymore, whatever situation she got the damn kid. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think if dudes just, whether you still got feelings for the girl or not, or whatever the situation is, just be there for the damn kid.
Shout out to my kids' moms, man. Like they solid. I respect them because the opportunity and the time I get to spend with my kids is priceless, right? So it's like I relish those responsibilities to being there and supportive, and being supportive and making things the way that I'm supposed to be as a man.
Yeah.
I think I'm more fucked up as a man and knowing that I'm not doing those things because I feel like that I can't explain that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like
I mean, everybody some people getting their feelings.
Yeah, get their
You know
feelings.
what I'm saying? That's just what it is. We human. It's not nothing that they can't be fixed. That's the point that I'm trying to make is that as long as you know what's going on or whatever it is that you're doing and you make effort, I'm talking about you personally. I'm saying the people who are watching this, as long as you are making the effort to do the right thing and communicate with that situation, no matter what else you're doing, whatever with that situation, you know that you're putting forth the effort that you need to be putting forth to make sure that that's handled to the best of your abilities. Then I had good intentions.
I got it good. That's all you gotta have is good intentions to be pure about yours.
Yeah.
And being there for yours. And I think that's like shout out to the single women who take care of their kids, man.
Yeah. And I want y'all, you single women out there, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe
for this beautiful content.
Because we're giving out. Whatever it is that you might have heard, if you agree with what we said or you don't agree, either way, we want to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. And give us your opinions too on certain situations that we can help you comment on and talk about. From situations that you guys might need support from. Us as males, we open minded, so it ain't no 50-50 like as far as like not having no communication involved. Everything has to be 50-50 when there's communication involved. And I just think, me being a male, I would tell all black men, every father, different ethnicities, just support your kids, bro. They the future, and I think you don't know how much support will go for them if you just be there and show up. Like put your differences to the side with the kid's mom and support her because if she's taking care of the kid, just do your part.
If she losing, you losing. Because your kids is losing. At the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? You don't want your kids walking around with some shoes too small and their feet all cramped it up and shit. Yeah. And then they got the pants is flooding and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? They look like they got on their little sister or little brother's shirt and shit.
And that's how kids grow up fast.
Right. Trying to get to... You know what I'm saying? Because they competing with the other, you know what I mean?
And they don't want to go to school feeling like they don't have what they feel like they should have.
Fuck with your self-esteem. Even though material things shouldn't be the basis of your social life, but people don't realize. What I seen with my own kids was when COVID-19 hit and the kids couldn't go to school, people didn't realize how that affects their social life.
Yeah.
So if you don't give your kids after school activities, you don't let them have going to after school programs, you don't let them play activities and sports and different kind of things, you're fucking with their social life.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why when they hit the real world, when they're teenagers or adults and they're so sheltered and uncomfortable, the situation is they don't know how to be around a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So then here comes these new words like social anxiety and all these different things that people talk about and be, things that be happening and it comes from things that the parent could have prevented.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I make sure me and the wife, you make sure that our kids are in sports, activity, computer classes, coding, whatever it is, anything social skills, anything social skills wise. Most people don't realize that. You can have the smartest kid in the world. Yeah. They can have any degree that you want them to have. Yeah. But if they can't speak up in a job interview, they can't get the goddamn job.
Right. And I think you gotta don't shelter the kids so much, but support what they're doing so they can grow up in a world they can understand. Right. Like, a lot of kids who don't go through nothing end up becoming kids who fucking have mental breakdowns.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, say for example, me, you get
overwhelmed.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mama, daddy gave you everything, but you never went through real life because of what they was giving you.
Right.
They didn't let you experience certain things that you should experience as a young adult, a young kid, to go through certain things you can learn from.
Right.
So I think, the mentality is, save your kids from what's saving them from the bad part of the streets, right? But don't shelter them from the things they not learning from as far as their environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just my main thing, the main objective, and realizing that support your kids through the process. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they grow up understanding what hard work is.
Yeah.
Don't fucking be spoon
hide the
fed.
shit from.
Yeah, no, yeah, like, you know.
Putting on a front. I get exactly what you're saying.
You know,
so you putting them in a situation, you setting them up for failure and you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
Because they're not including them in things that they need to be included
and they need to be included in that.
Yeah.
So now, like, you know, certain kids don't even know how to catch the AC transit because they've been getting dropped off all day. Like, bro, I was riding a bike, bro. I was catching the bus, walking to school. So, like, and my daughter had to learn that from, like, nah, bro, you got to walk home from school. Mm-hmm. Show me you can do that.
Yeah.
Call me when you get to your auntie house.
Yeah.
Let me know where you at, the next block, whatever, but you got to learn this shit. Oh, you catching the bus?
Because you're going to be out in the real world.
You're going to be out in the real world, and I ain't going to hold her hand because I ain't going to be there all the time. Right. So mentally, she got to know that, nigga, I could be strong and alone. I can
big
get
enough
through this
to do
shit.
this. Yeah.
And that's what that is my advice that I would give certain parents to their kids. Is like, you know, like, like show them what they need to know, but don't show them where they don't understand.
Yeah.
Because mentally they'll fucking not be able to go through certain things and have fucking breakdowns, especially if you being teased and bullied and you can't take certain things from what people are talking to you about.
Yeah, that's right.
And like you said, not from a material standpoint, but from a learning cultural understanding in an environment where, well, my mom and daddy told me that this shit don't matter anyway, so I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And having that mindset, like, that don't matter.
Yeah.
And what I'm being taught and what my parents are showing me is what matters. The value, the hard work.
Yeah, the values.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Kids seeing you get up at 5 in the morning and go put the food on the table knowing that they depended on you.
Yeah.
So that's the value that I would just say as far as like the love that we got for our kids.
Right. Okay, let me spin it to you right quick.
Facts, talk to me.
You a youth coach, you deal with a lot of youth kids and parents and everything, and you trying to install different ones into the kids. And you got the kids that you see that's trying hard, and you got the kids that's not really trying hard. And then you got the parents who think that them kids is Jordan, and then you got the parents that think that their kids is LeBron, when they really playing like they shouldn't even, you really shouldn't even probably be on the team.
They playing like the nigga off Sesame Street, the garbage man. Oscar the Grouch. They playing like him.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can't justify parents' reason for what they think their kid is.
Right.
Because sometimes their kids ain't played at the highest level of competition, so that how good you think they want them to be.
Right.
Like, I've been at this shit, bro, for like 20 years down there, right?
Right.
So I tell most parents, right?
Yeah.
The only way it translates if he got a motor.
Right.
If your motor and your work ethic ain't good with the skill sets you got, then you're not going to be shit anyway because you don't want to work for what you got to really work for.
Right.
And everybody who we like, the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, like, they got a fucking motor to be consistently doing what they
they love to do.
They love to do.
Yeah.
And if you that's the passion, I think. So it's nothing to take away from kids who think their kids are hella good, parents who think their kids are hella good. But it's also understanding the reality of the fact of competition in basketball where you think your kid can play.
Right.
That's why I got A and B teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got junior college, Division I, and Division III and II, and then it's the pro. And it's like all these levels of basketball because where you think you might be, you're not even there yet.
Do any of these parents come to the team and ask you what their kid need to work on? Or
all the time.
Okay. And do they actually work on the stuff with these kids, or it's just conversation so the kid can hear?
I think it's conversation for the kid can hear, but it's also understanding that if the kid don't take the conversation from I'm really telling you, and you just want to hear it because you think that's gonna make it better without you working, then that's not gonna be your reality.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you could tell a kid 1,000 times, and you could just see the difference when he don't do the work.
Right.
You're like, oh, he didn't do shit. Oh, this parent can't tell me nothing about your son because I'm telling you about what your kid not doing.
Right.
And it's not to tell you that your kid not good. But if he's not playing where you think he's at, then that comes from more practice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More work.
Gotta get them reps in.
Yeah. And I like again, I ain't seen the kids that don't got the best talent. They got an extremely high motor.
Right.
And they gonna work for it, and they gonna continue to grind their way. And those type of kids, you can get better at any cost because they got the motor and the mindset to already go through the shit that they not good at.
Right.
So it make it more easier. Like, oh, I can get you a left hand. I can teach you how to dribble with your left hand.
Right.
I can help you with your free throws because your motor's high. And I just say, like, a lot of talented kids be told that they be good, and then they work ethics drop off.
Right.
Because they be good at a young age, and they don't max out at a certain level.
They're running off straight talent.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then the coaches, I blame coaches who don't put them kids in better situations with teaching them certain things, because when they do get into a certain level of basketball, it's like, he didn't teach you that shit?
Mm-hmm.
How you been playing hoop this long and he didn't teach you that
The
shit?
fundamentals, yeah.
Yeah, like, what was you out there doing? Oh, we just running up and down the court. So I see why.
You don't know what to do when it's a pressure situation.
And exactly. Yeah. And then and again, going back to coaches who really coach basketball, teach them the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's I think the art of that is lost because only the kids that they see immediate skills with are the kids that they play.
Right.
And then the other kids that you could just show one or two things to get them to understand the game.
Right.
Is what's missing.
Right.
So you just go to the kid that's talented, lead the kids that just need a whatever they're good at.
Yeah.
So, a foundation to build on.
Right.
And then go with that. Like, this guy might not be able to shoot, but he's good on defense.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And you
maximize that and work on that.
Yeah. There you go. And that's how, like, when we played, bro, it was a different type of setting because we played every day. We grinded. We played. Like, it wasn't social media.
Yeah.
And which was cool because, and that's what I was telling you, like, when we talking about you had to be outside for people to know you.
Right.
Like, you had to be him.
Yeah.
Without even social media
There was no social media.
vouching for you.
Yeah.
So you knew who the top players was.
There was no highlight tape.
There wasn't no highlight tape. Yeah. And then everybody knew where you was playing at would come see you play.
Right.
And that's the biggest grind. You got the kids like that, oh, he raw, I'm going to do this. And after that, that's basically what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. And I'm not knocking that, right? But then it's like the kids today don't got, a lot of these kids today don't got it in them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just raw because I can.
Yeah, I'm raw.
Yeah.
And I got this, I could do that. But then you go up against a kid that don't got no mama or daddy, or he got a different struggle, or he don't know how he gonna eat. But he taking that from you. Mm-hmm. He's eating, he's a wolf. Mm-hmm. And I love it, right? Mm-hmm. Because he has nothing to lose in every situation but everything they gain from it.
Right, yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. And that's why I say kids who got a high motor, bro, that, and like you saying, that kid that got great defense, we gonna get him a jumper. Yeah. Cause he already got that work ethic. Right. He got that work.
Yeah.
When I'm hella talented, but I'm hella lazy with the work.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, like,
I have nothing to work for.
I don't got nothing to work for, so I don't really have a purpose to really play for something that don't mean shit to me.
Right.
Other than social media likes. Yeah. So me being a coach, I think that's why I'm more confused at, because I'm trying to figure out why are you doing this?
Yeah. Like, well, a lot of them parents rush them out there, living through their dreams and, different things like that. People,
and that's respect, but then don't force them to do something that they don't want to be working for. Because there's so many motherfucking kids that are trying to play basketball, and the NBA is drafting nothing but overseas players.
Yeah, and everybody act like they don't see that though.
Right, that because they more fundamentally sound. Mm-hmm. They do everything that we don't have to do for us, like trying to make the game harder than what it is for us to be able to be on that level. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We got to show too much, bro. We got to we got to just show that we know how to play. We got an IQ. We know how to pass and cut, screen away. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing that I look from basketball that I always been looking at, do you play well without it? Because if Steph got it, what you doing?
Right. No, I feel that. I just think, I mean, speaking on Steph right quick, we'll switch it up right quick.
He's struggling over there with them.
35 years old.
And he's struggling
with them. If they don't make a major move for that goddamn team and get them lazy bums from away from that boy, because all that shit Draymond doing, it's killing his image. All that shit that Wiggins is doing, that floating around and not really playing basketball, is killing his image. Them young guys is coming out there and they balling.
Shout out to Steph Curry for carrying them boys, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he been carrying niggas to 4 championships.
That's what it looked like to me.
And over the past years, I know that what people don't want to accept to say, but bro, like, it's time to get rid of Clay and Draymond.
Yeah, and Wiggins.
And Wiggins too.
Whatever type of package they need to come up with to get him a second score.
Right.
That's what I'm with.
Right. Draymond gonna come back playing hella hard, but and the impact
Should he start?
Hell no. Whether he started or not.
But look at how many $100 million players you got coming off the bench, bro. It don't work like that. That's why I said it has to be a blockbuster trade.
Okay.
You already got Wiggins coming off the bench.
Right.
Now you finna put Dre on the bench.
Yeah.
That's $200 million right there.
That's why it's a bad situation that you was signing
Dre. Then you had Poole.
Yeah.
$100 and something million coming off the bench. Like, how many hundreds of millions can you have coming off the bench? That looked bad for the GM. That's why he got up out of there with his non-drafting ass, and ain't nobody talking about that. His last good person that he actually drafted was Draymond Green. That was a finished product.
Who, Bob Myers?
Yes.
Nah, that's not.
Hold on now.
Go ahead.
What's the name was a bust?
Who?
Wiseman.
I don't think he was a bust. I think he had.
He is down in Detroit right now playing for the Pistons, bro, and can't get no run.
I think he got to be on the right team. It's
Well,
like
how many teams you be on? You just with the Warriors.
Well, that's because they was rushing his process. I feel like,
bro, these boys been playing for. He been playing before what's his name?
What?
The Moody and what's the other way now? Kaminga. He was playing before then.
But Moody and Kaminga,
like, they 3 years in there. But they look like 3-year in players.
So he drafted them same players. So if they don't work for the Warriors, and it's like, well, then I go back to the organization though, because you're trying to win for Steph now, but you signed Draymond to 4 years, $100 million for what?
I think that had to do with they was trying to keep that core together, and then they see that it's not working.
But I'm saying, what I was told, right? Nigga, if Steph been carrying the team for that long, why do you still need Draymond? I'm not knocking that. But
I'm saying
no.
I think Steph okayed that.
He did okay, right?
Yeah, I want Dre to be with me. If you look at these last 3 games that they just lost, he looked different without Draymond out there setting the screen. The problem was Wiseman didn't want to play his own game, and he's not a back to the basket big man.
Yeah, and I think
you see what I'm trying to say.
Right, and I think. He young and not learning how to get off the rim, knowing that's going to be his job.
Hands, bro.
Yeah, he had the break, right.
Yes.
But I think he's 7 foot, bro, and I think we still lacking that right now, just because we don't have what we supposed to have to help Steph, right?
That's right.
And I think so. Then it's like, well, even with him being 35 years old,
you're asking a 35-year-old player,
right,
to get pull one more championship from up under the carpet with no him.
That's why I feel bad. Like, Clay, you should have just took that 48 mil, bro.
No, he should. To me, I feel like he should just walk up out of there, because the thing of it all is you're not gonna look at it that Draymond got $100 million.
He stole $100 million.
Yeah, he really did. But what I'm saying is, he got $100 million. Steph got his money. I'm part of the big 3, and you gonna offer me 48 for 2?
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I get what you're saying. That's why it's disappointing to pay a nigga like Draymond for $100 million for nothing. Fuck setting the screen, nigga. I need you to go make a fucking way up and hit this jumper, bro.
I think that's why they got Kaminga and them out there,
but then
because they had to get some burn,
nigga,
so they could see it. Though, listen, what I'm saying. I blame this. I don't blame it on the organization. I blame it on Steve Kerr.
I blame it on Mike Dunleavy.
Steve Kerr don't like playing the young players. Mike Dunleavy just tried to put players around who they are at the core.
Yeah, but
if you really pay attention to it, that's what it looked like.
No, that's what it is. But I don't think it's helping when you still got Steph struggling though. Because
they about to do the shake up. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have no choice. I think that they was trying to let it play out. Yeah. And now that they see it's not working, and some moves got to be made.
But then you know what's so fucked up, bro? That you gonna get rid of your young niggas though.
No, I think that they gonna keep one of them.
I think they gonna get rid of both of them niggas, bro. Either you gonna keep Wiggins on that $100 million contract.
No, I don't see that happening.
Okay, then that means that becomes Kaminga money for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
So they sure. So I would do that.
Yeah.
But then if it doesn't really work out to their favor, then you gotta break. You gotta like, and I love Draymond for what he did, bro. But nigga, he just not worth $100 million for.
No, that's probably a package. They gonna somehow. I think that they gonna be. They gonna end up in a package.
Him and Clay?
No, I don't know about him and Clay. I don't think they might let Clay walk after this year. That's what I'm trying to say.
So you think they're going to trade Draymond and Wiggins?
I think that one of them, if they can't get it together, I think that one of them two going to end up in a package.
Okay. Man, thank you, man. Hey, that was a good talk tonight, bro. Man, you know what I'm saying? We made this shit happen again.
Yeah.
Shout out to First Out Studios for putting us on with this motherfucking content. The studio space that we're creating here at Talking the Topic. You know, we want to get y'all to make sure that y'all subscribe, like, and make sure that y'all put it out there that, you know what I'm saying, we doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? What they should do?
Like, comment, subscribe, and for any ads or anything that you guys are trying to do, check out our Gmail. Make sure you get at us for anything content purposes.
Absolutely. And again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in and listening. And we out at Talk of the Topic.